Yo, YouTube, what is good? Playing some Rogue Mage 2v2 on the new patch. Obviously, the season's not out yet, so we're still playing with old gear sets and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I think we're gonna go Master Shepherd over OP Barrier in Rogue Mage 2. Seems like the play. Okay, basically just have to 1v1. Not ring, which sucks a little. Didn't bug the spear, which sucks as well. Okay, bust. Triple fire blast. Nice, you got a sap on the druid there. Pre-knock that. Go for a mass shield here in a second. This warrior is pumping, man. I'm gonna sheep him here. Deflected it. Got precog. Sheep him again. Sheep him again. I get the sheep. Got it. Trinketed it. Nice. Wall. Go ahead and send the block. Shattering, which is not good. I must have a block back, which is going to be very, very helpful. Can I get a sheep? Got it. Should be dead. Yeah. Who needs Ring of Frost? Scary. Damage is so high this expansion. Or, not this. Sorry, that's kind of a irresponsible thing to say. It's not that it's really high, it's just numbers are tuned for the new patch. And we're not quite in the new patch. Like we are, but we aren't. You know, we don't have the next season's gear and stuff. So, decent first game there. Got called a noob for not having Ring of Frost. It's actually true. But yeah, I don't think OP Barrier with Rogue Mage 2 is too important. Because it's kind of a talent that when you have a healer, it's really good. And when you don't have a healer, it's not. Like, this would be good in duels too. But I kind of have this suspicion about Overpowered Barrier. While it is super strong right now, I think people just need to get weak auras for it. And then once there's like a weak aura that says like OP Barrier, stop attacking, then it gets significantly worse. But yeah, I think for Rogue Mage 2s, I don't know if it's going to be that powerful. Let's just kind of chill until the next game starts here. Yeah, that's a good point. I hope they don't make too many buffs and nerfs in this downtime. Like, I think Blizzard has a habit of like buffing and nerfing things before people are even max gear, or before anything's really been figured out. Like they nerf spells and they nerf things when we're playing the game on not full gear, and then it seems like when we do get full gear, they stop making changes, which seems seems really backwards. But Ice Wall, Master Shepherd, and Ignition Burst. Ignition Burst is a new PvP talent. Causes your next Scorch to become instant cast and cast at 100% effectiveness. So I think the way I'll do this is I'll play a couple different specs throughout this 2v2 session to give a wide variety of testing, because I don't want to only play Fire Mage right now. Melted Stormbolt, and then he shockwaves me, and then I blink Spear. I did have to use my trinket for it, but it is what it is. Just gonna try to kill this guy through everything here. He's dead. Yeah, Fire Mage feels largely the same. I think the OP barrier thing is gonna be what's drastically different, but let's try Frost Mage now. Fire Blast still seems to be not hitting like super hard. Frostfire Bolt still hits pretty hard. Scorch procs hit pretty hard. And then, yeah, it's just Fire Mage is basically the... Oh, yeah. So I think Warriors have... Oh, yeah. Warriors have something. It's like Berserker Shout or something. Reduces next CC on someone by 50%. Let me find a warrior in Dorn so I can see the talent. So yeah, basically... it replaces Berserker Shout. Go Berserk, removing and granting immunity to Fear, Sap, and Incap. Also reduces the duration of the next crowd control effect within 10 seconds by 50% on group members. I feel like they like to add a lot of talents like that. So I went Frost now. Meld the Stormbolt again. Like this, yeah, this guy has like this, just does the same shit. Not having Ring of Fire here sucks, but this is his avatar, so I don't mind. A Frostbite proc would be nice. He just waited for that. He got his first one melded. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna Ice Wall. Try to get more here. Biggest damage. He's swapping Druid, but I have to play back a little bit here. Alter back. I don't have Cauterize on this spec. Oh, Ice Lance doesn't consume Winter's Chill anymore. That's interesting. Like that. Displace. Cheap. Reflected it. Oh man. It's kind of brutal. Got the sheep late. I don't have any more mobility, so this is hella sketchy now. I need to spell seal some hots. He's just gonna demolish him and kill him now. I have block still, but if I have to use it to just the Ardruid, it's pretty sad. I just have to chill back here and fake out reflect there. Oh, sheep. Ring. This will be Warrior's Trinket. Fears us on top of it. I'll go ahead and send block here on the Mortal Strike. Heal up a lot. Move my pet over here. I'm gonna root this guy. Bring the pet back. Have to reflect off. I have to bug this, or else I'm dead. No, I'm dead. Wasn't able to cast any Frostbolts though, they just traded instantly. So I wasn't able to really get my damage off. Wonder if I should just run OP Barrier for the Spear. So that it's a bigger absorb. Just like then I don't have Spear for, or then I don't have Barrier for anything else, but might be worth. Yep. Okay. Trying to sheep. Got it. The glacier. Okay. See how it feels. No, I didn't get to. These matchups are so like random. It feels like right now. Let me fix this pet bar. Fingers of Frost empowered Ice Lances don't consume Winter's Chill now, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I'll try the OP Barrier again. I don't think OP Barrier is very good on Frost because the one that you want to be bigger, which is the Blazing Barrier, it reflects damage. That's the smaller one on Frost because Ice Barrier casts a 15% Blazing. And then the one you want to get destroyed, the big Ice Barrier, is the one you want to be destroyed easily. But it could be nice in some matchups just for the bigger shield, the bigger temporary shield. Meld Spear. Blink. Gonna press it here. Druid's out. And the barrier again. Well, kind of used a lot here. DB, sheeping. The gouge told me that he wanted to go druid here. Try to get some frost bolts off with this. He's just dead. My frostfire bolts weren't hitting that hard either, but it was all into damage reduction, so it's... Yeah, see, OP barrier is just, it's just not the same level of OP on frost as it is the other one. So let's go arcane. Let's try arcane now. Oh, it says I have snowdrift as arcane. That would be cool. Let's go ring of frost, and then we'll go ice block heal. Wow. So OP barrier on arcane is very interesting. Your barriers absorb 100% more and have an additional effect, but they only last 5 seconds. If the barrier is fully absorbed, your next blink grants you invisibility and immunity to damage for 3 seconds. And that's also immunity to cast, to interrupts and stuff too, I've noticed. So, pretty insane, I think. And then I think damage is still good too on arcane. You build up your 5 tempos, you get a clear casting, you send it in, you get your another precision, surge, barrage, magi, missiles, palm arcane blast. What is this buff? I had an aura on my screen I didn't recognize. Oh, it's intuition. So intuition is a new talent that we have. It's basically the 2 set. Casting a damaging spell has a 5% chance to make your next barrage deal 50% increased damage and generate 4 charges. So that's what that, they just gave that a visual, it seems like. Kind of cool. Just got last season's 2 set baked into our abilities. Not bad. But yeah, the OP barrier with arcane is definitely interesting for sure. For those of you guys who are still watching at this point, thank you. And if you guys have followed my channel, you know right now that I'm taking a break from streaming. And the only reason you're seeing videos on YouTube is pretty much just because I'm not quitting the game. I'm just playing the game when it's not forced. So recently I've been like tracking my macros again in the gym, tracking my lifts, you know, really just putting that back in my routine as the #1 importance so that I can have a good foundation of health to come back and play the game on. Because it felt like it was kind of the opposite, where the game was the #1 prio, and I couldn't really sustain on that. And it felt hard to change while also streaming too. So the extra amount of time I have from not streaming has been very helpful. Nice, I displaced the spear. Go ahead and Evo here. Keep him snared. Trinket this, get all my damage rolling here. Nice. Ice wall. Alter back. Okay, I've done so much damage so far. Blink here. Okay, barrier. Wall. Need him to break it. Come on, break it, break it. Nice, he broke it. Sheep warrior here. I blink, give up myself immunity. Go for a ring. I'm gonna counterspell the the reflect here. I don't have the most damage. Actually, I have very little damage. I have the DB off. Just, yeah, no. Blink. Have a displace. Go for a shifting. Druid still has trinket. He blinds him. Okay. Barrage magi. Missiles. Arcane blast. Arcane blast. Execute barrage. I have to be the one to come in and finish him here. Purge NS. Couldn't. Pick druid. Demolish. Sheeping warrior. Oh my god. He's dead. Yeah, arcane seems largely the same too. I mean, the barrier stuff is cool, man, but like, in my opinion, it's just reliant on the other person, like, rocking it. So I think the fire one is good, but think the rest of them are really at the mercy of like someone else griefing a little. 4 million demolition. Yeah, well, let's look at his death log. What the fuck? A 4 million demolish into a 2 million mortal strike. Well, that was my just small little showcase of the 3 specs. When it comes to how to do damage for each of them, I'll kind of just go over it very briefly right now. It's the same as last expansion, or sorry, same as last season. So with arcane, you want to try to, I'll just tell you guys the rotation here. So you want to orb, evo, surge, barrage, magi, missiles, palm double arcane blast, missiles, barrage, missiles, barrage, and then just arcane blast until you have another clear casting if you didn't get one. And then you send that in. And then after every missiles, you want to, outside of surge, you want to blast those. So like this. And make sure you're keeping arcane tempo up. The reason why you want to do blast outside of surges on your nether precisions is because that's just going to be more damage. And then on surge, you want to just spend your nether precisions on barrage because it's more splinters. So pretty simple stuff. And then outside of your surge go, you just try to get at least some clear castings. So like maybe 1, 2. And then you send in the barrage magi, missiles, palm double arcane blast, barrage, and then you just blast again until you have more clear castings. I'm getting like really bad RNG on my clear castings, but that's the general idea. Then for fire, fire is very revolved around just one-shotting right now. So a lot of people think fire mage has bad damage, and that's because they're looking at it through the lens of that it's supposed to have consistent damage. Right now, fire mage has traded all of its consistent damage for a nuclear amount of upfront burst damage. So basically the rotation is going to look like this. You triple fire blast, meteor, combustion, triple fire blast, frostfire, bolt, pyro. So I'll try to do that now for you guys. So you fire blast, meteor, bust, triple fire blast, frostfire, bolt. And it's like 20 million damage like in a blink of an eye. So you're doing all this damage and you're just one-shotting in a very small window. So people, I think, play fire mage very wrong sometimes. Like, you're really trying to set up. It's kind of why I think fire is the most fun right now, is because it's kind of the most setup, and you really want to just like play with, if you have someone who has a stun, that's the perfect opportunity to drop the meteor half the time. You can also set it up with ice wall, and I like to permanently play ice nova as fire too, because people standing in your meteor is very important, and it also gets benefit from the CDR on elemental affinity, so it's kind of nice. You like just try to, and then outside of your bust, you just send little meteor goes. You try to like get a frostfire bolt if you can. If not, it's no big deal. So we'll just do it. Meteor, ice nova to keep a minute, and then that's like your burst on your downtime. And then obviously if you have a scorch proc or a frostfire bolt, that's what you want to combine it with. And then now that you have bust again, you wait for your meteor. Again, you try to set up the target to a point where you can kill them, like ice wall them. Then you fire blast 3 times, meteor, bust, frostfire bolt, triple fire blast again. And that's so much damage in a small window. I know it's gonna feel weird for a lot of people because they're like, why am I just, it's very high APM. Like you have to spam fire blast 6 times in a 2 global window, which can be very uncomfortable. But that's how I've been playing fire. I got rank 1 solo shuffle as fire last season doing this, so very good way to play. It's the way you play fire currently. And then frost mage is just the same story. Just spam frost bolts. The only notable change is that they made excess fire and excess frost proc differently. But think, yeah, so I've showed the talents for all the other, I'll go back again and show the talents again, but I'll just do it for fire real quick, because I don't think I did. But yeah, here's the build for Fire Mage with these PvP talents here. And then for Arcane, talents you want to play are yeah, these work pretty well here. You could also play this instead, because this gets value with the blink, like you'll get the movement speed when you do that, so you could do that if you want. And then for Frost, I think Overpowered Barrier is not very good on Frost, so you can run either Frost Bomb or Shepherd. Or I think that's about the only two I would run, Frost Bomb or Shepherd. So the rotation on this is just gonna look like Orb, Blizzard, Flurry, Veins, Comet Storm, Pet Nova, Frostfire Bolt, Flurry, Frostfire Bolt, Lance, and then you go into your Frostfire Bolt spamming with Frostfire Bolt, Flurry, Frostfire Bolt, Frostfire Bolt. You just keep spamming those and throw Lances at the end of your 2 Frostfire Bolts just to consume your icicles and get the excess fire going. And that's about it. You can sometimes fit in Frost Bomb, but I think Frost Bomb is more for like eating interrupts and stuff. This is just going over the base rotation. And yeah, you're really just playing around these Winter's Chill stacks. Make sure to always Pet Nova your Comet Storms, and always shatter your Frostfire Bolts. Yeah, we're just gonna look something like that. And that's about it when it comes to Frost. If you guys need more clarification on that, reach out to me for coaching. During my off period here where I'm not streaming, I am looking to take on more coaching clients, so this is just kind of like, this video isn't meant to be like some in-depth guide or whatever. I just want to give you guys my initial thoughts on the patch and give you a little bit of content regarding the patch. But yeah, if you guys are interested in learning more in depth rather than this rather surface level video, make sure to reach out to me on Discord for coaching. I'm currently offering coaching. I've had a lot of success with coaching in the past. I've gotten many people like hundreds and hundreds of CR higher than they've ever been. So I definitely feel like I'm very confident in my coaching regime. But yep, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace out.